This is Life Over Here, the World of John, and I'm going to show you some basic self-defense moves that could save your life in any situation. And women, you got to be smart. You got to use your knowledge. Strength isn't everything. Now, Patriot Nurse was talking about that fact is talking about self-defense and that everybody needs to take these courses. So this here is just some, and I don't even have to move from my spot to show you. If you are being attacked by a assailant, and that's where I told you I had to use my brain, you need to be thinking the whole time. These two fingers can create a lot of damage. If that person has you around the throat, and most people's like doing this and reaching, take these two fingers, go up the nose, and rip it. You can take that person like this. Look here, boy, I want to tell you what, that nose is nothing but conscious. You shove those two fingers up the nose and yank it. Yank it. He is going to go somewhere. Another thing, get your hands right here where the throat is, and rip at the throat. It'll kill him. But even if you don't kill him, if you rip at that, you're still causing enough damage. Another thing, take your hand like this and hit it right here where the Adam's apple is. Hit it as hard as you can, or take a fist and hit it hard. But this here, the hand right here will get into it, right here. And you're going to cause a great deal of damage hitting it like this with a chop. Another thing, if you got an ink pen or a key in your hand, jab it in the neck. Jab it in there. Because that person's out to kill you. Get in a habit of carrying an ink pen around you. I want to tell you what, when I was having to walk back and forth for work and stuff, I got where I kept an ink pen in my pocket. And also a lot of times I put my hand, I'd have my hand wrapped around my keys, just in case someone tried to attack me. Because, sometimes you was in areas you just did not know. Another thing is the ears. 5 pounds of pressure. 5 pounds of pressure will rip these ears off. You can do this. You can sit there and pop it. You ever been where you can hear something pop? Slap those ears as hard as you can. Pop them. Yank these ears off. Another thing is this here. You'll see the old Three Stooges show where they put their hand up and they do this and they all this good stuff. The thing is, jab it in the eyes. Jab in the eyes where they can't see. You're wanting to get that few seconds away. Another thing, heading for the private areas when it comes to the men. In that event, if they, they're going to kill you afterwards or whatever, head for the private areas. Yank those private parts off if you have to. If you have to sit there and get on your knees and pretend you're going to give him oral sex, bite that sucker off if you have to and run for your life. Because if it happens in an shtf situation worldwide, survival is the key ingredient here. They are going to take what you have. If you can get in a community, it's great. If you can get a companionship, it's great. But you still have to think about taking care of yourself in an everyday situation. These few little simple tricks can make a difference. Grabbing their hands right here. Just pulling their fingers, pulling them back like this. Do you realize how much pressure that you can cause by just pulling that back? Just pulling it. Another thing, if you get the arm right here, you wrap your hand around it in such a way where you've got the arm stiff and you pop it. Pop that arm. Pop that elbow. Same way with the knees. Take that knee. Aim for it. If they've got you in this hold, take your foot and hit that knee as hard as you can. Hit the knee as hard as you can to weaken them, to knock them down. Give yourself that few seconds a chance of running to get away. These little techniques, yes, you have to be up close first, but I'm going to tell you what, when they've got you down on the ground, they've got your hands around your throat, or they got you around this way, and you're trying to get away, you're doing this, you're trying to get away. Another thing is, when they have you, go limp on them so you can slide down. Go to a dead weight in a sliding down thing. And when you do that, then go after them. Do a back kick. Hit them in the private areas. Hit that knee. Don't just stomp that foot because, they might not feel it. But hit those knees as hard as you can. Take that arm. Break that elbow. Damage your elbow. Reach back there where they've got you. Reach back there with your 2 fingers. Jab it in their throat. If you can get back there to their face, if their face is right up here, you can take your fingers and just jab it up their nose and buy yourself some time. Simple self-defense techniques. These here will take care of it. I tell people, I can take care of myself. I know little tricks. I've been having to take care of myself since I was a kid. I was picked on all the time by bigger boys and stuff. And my mom had to make my dresses in straight shift dresses because I come home and my clothes was ripped up. My skirts, my tops was all ripped apart. So she had to make it in one piece. And the boys always looked worse than me because I used everything to fight with. You got a little old 5-6-year-old girl and you got this big old 10-year-old boy who thinks he can bully, he can pick on you. I picked up sticks, I picked up rocks, I used my teeth, I used whatever I could to take care of myself. And one of the things I learned is getting in close. Getting in close and catching them off from the wear and doing these simple little things. Wrestling with one friend several years ago, his nose, he had me down on the bed. He came up off that bed because I had put my fingers up his nose. Do you know, he said his nose was straightened out. He said it was crooked and I couldn't breathe. Now you're straightening it out. This point is this ain't nothing but cartilage. So simple little things again. Simple step. Fingers up the nose. Yank at it. Yank at it. I'll tell you what, they're going to go. They're going to go wherever you want. Hands here for the Adam's apple, the throat right here. Whether it's man or female, damage that windpipe where they can't breathe, they're going to be choking for air. Ink pen, screwdriver, stick, whatever you can get a hold of, jab it into the side of the throat, into the neck, because if they're, they're going to be out to kill you, do this. Right here, take your fingers, grab right here as tight as you can, rip at it. Ears, grab the ears, pull them. You can yank them off. 5 pounds of pressure, yank them off. Pop them inside the head as tight as you can. Straighten their, get the arm out. Get your thing tipped here. Pop the elbow out. Take your foot. Pop, if they got you in a holding position, pop that knee as hard as you can. Hit that knee as hard as possible. Grab for their private area. Yank those suckers out. Do some serious damage. If they're getting ready to rape you or whatever, pretend you're going along with it, whatever the deal is, do what you got to do. If you have to reach up there and bite into their neck and rip their flesh out, do it. Do what you got to do to survive. You don't have to be strong to do just these simple basic techniques. The hands, grabbing the thumbs, grabbing the fingers, pulling this back. Pressure. It's pressure points. It's little things like this. And the whole time you've got to be thinking, what do I need to do next to survive? Don't let fear control you. You control the fear. Let the fear catch up to you after it's done and over with and you done got away. Give yourself that chance, that running start. If you need to, once you've got them down on the ground and you know you're not going to outrun them, then you take it and you can turn around and shove something in. You can step right in their stomach, whatever it is you got to do. You can take and slam something into their head to knock them out. There's several things you can do. The point is you don't have to be strong to do self-defense. All these here I've showed you. I have used this here, the nose technique. Again, like I said, remember the eyes. You'll see pressure on the eyes. You don't have to press the eyes down. Just poke at them. Just do a good poke in one of the eyes, in both the eyes if you can. Just poke them. Little things like this could save your life in any kind of situation, everyday situation, and in a shtf situation, if it ever does happen, in any area, because it happens in small areas all the time. Give yourself a fighting chance, ladies and men. You don't have to be strong. You just got to keep thinking, not let that fear control you. All these simple techniques can save your life. This is Life Prepper, World of Joan. I want all you to be safe, be happy. Bless you all.